Ahoy gamers, and welcome back to Path of Exile as we play through as a hardcore solo Self Found Ruthless. In this episode we continue to make our way through Act 3, where we make our way to the docks, we complete a quest for Captain Fairgraves, head into the Imperial Gardens before we have a couple close calls with a few random events. We finish off this episode by going into the labyrinth and we attempt to get our ascendancy. Do we manage it? I don't know, that'd be a bit of a spoiler. So without further ado, let's jump straight on in. Ahoy gamers, and we're back on Path of Exile 1 as we play through as a hardcore solo self-found on the Ruthless difficulty. Join the Mercenaries League. Last episode, we made our way up into the Solaris Temple, and today we're going to continue on through Act 3. We're going to rejoin in the battlefield. We're going to try and find the ribbon of spool, or spool of ribbon, which we need. Then we're going to make our way into this area here. So we need this. Need to find a decanter. Then we're going to make our way across this bridge into the other part of Sarn, which will hopefully lead us towards the end of this episode, end of this act. For those that are unaware, I've been using a little poison arrow. Make sure precision's on. I'm using poison arrow kind of build. I say poison arrow. I've been using toxic rain, not poison arrow, which fires a load of kind of these toxic bulbils on the floor to do a load of damage. There's a chest here. There's a ribbon spool, so I can now return to Lady Dahlia, the Gemling Queen. So I'm heading up this way because this is normally where the docks are. For those that don't know what Ruthless difficulty is, it's essentially a harder version of the game. So loot is minimised. So you're very unlikely to find any rare items or any uniques while playing through the game. Just the whole rarity drops have been reduced. And then you've got reduced experience for your skill gems over here. And you also have no support gems will drop from quests anymore. You can only get support gems from monster drops. So I haven't had very many support gems drop as we've been playing. And here we go, here are the docks. So we will be playing through this relatively slow time, so I'll be recording most of what I do as we play through this, because there is a relatively large chance we can die, because our gear isn't perfect. So I'm just going to quickly show you roughly what we've got. So we're quite lucky on this belt here, but we're going to quickly show you everything we've got. There you go, and the rough build we're working on at the moment has us making our way all the way down here to Master Fletcher. I believe there was another one we wanted, not piercing shots, there's another one we wanted near here. I can't recall where it was actually. I've actually forgotten exactly where we wanted to go. I think we're making our way. We want this extra life here. And I think we wanted to make our way to Tasteful Blood. And we want to get ourselves this wasting for the Chaos Resistance. Chaos Resistance is very useful. And I can't exactly remember exactly where we wanted to go, if I'm going to be completely honest. I record this a video a week. And I keep forgetting every time I record this. Keep forgetting exactly what we were going to do. But at the moment, Toxic Rain seems to do a lot of damage, so we should be fine. It does chaos damage, so we kind of want to stack as much chaos damage as possible. You see here, just letting everything just die. We have got a mercenary with us. This mercenary summons this big boy here. I believe he's many shot. Okay. We see if we have any better items. So this. So that is not as good as what I've got. So I can essentially fight this person to get their gear off of them. That's not as good as what I've got. And they've got... Ooh, we got a Jeweler's Orb here. Can we take an item? We can take the Jeweler's Orb. So we can use this to essentially fight them and get items off of them. Let's get rid of that. And just want to try and take her out as quick as possible. So you can obviously have mercenaries fight for you, or like that, we just beat her, so she's now decided to take an item off of her. It's quite a good way if you find you can find some decent gear off of them. At the moment, we haven't found any good items, so I wonder what just spoke to me then, but it's actually the exile I've got working for me, the mercenary. So we're looking for the end of this map has a... Is it a boss? I vaguely remember. As one of the ghost boys from Act 2, or is it Act 1? Act 1 I think it may have been. Is it far graves or something like that. Oh, you just had some of these level up. Perfect. So I could be putting down a mark as well, but I haven't really been using it very much. I've only been using the mark on any bosses I find, because I seem to be killing most of these mobs relatively quickly. Of course, we just want to increase our survivability by a little bit. Something else you have on Ruthless, which you don't have on other difficulties. Something else you don't have on Ruthless, you have on others, I should say, is movement skills. So you only have Quick Step as a movement skill. Okay, I want to move away from this. Let's open the chest while we can. And then just want to drop a poison, toxic rain, and then a couple of our normal shots. Okay, just want to keep moving away. And down he goes. Awesome. So we've got lightning trap here. And, okay, we've not been picking up anything other than rares or uniques anymore, because it's not really worth it. I believe you can still do the other mechanics of all the other leagues as well, but we haven't been doing them just yet. So just going to keep running around, see if we can find this boy.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Okay, apparently I'm not up to that just yet. That's fine. So the main reason why I kill every single mop as well is because
Entropy claims all.
I want to kill as many mobs as possible just so I can level up more. Because I think that's the only bonus we can really have on this difficulty. On Ruthless, it's just extra levels. Just so you just want to farm whenever we find a good area to farm. The docks is normally a relatively good area to farm. But it is level 29, we're level 33, so we're going to get a lot of diminished returns from doing this farm in this area. There will be places we can farm somewhere in Act 3. Right, supply container, there you go, grab that. I think we now hand these all to Captain Fairgraves, who's in this area. I believe it is Fairgraves, I can't remember off the top of my head. Drop all these down. Okay, did we go the wrong way? Yeah, okay, he's probably over here. I believe we'll give all these items to him, then we should be done. There you go, there's a little marker on the map there. Let's just keep running around here. Very close to leveling now as well. Just keep dropping these toxic rains. There's toxic rain, isn't it? Yeah, it's toxic rain, good. I don't know how well Toxic Rain is going to stand up later on. I'd like to hope that we find some form of support gem before we get too far into the game, but you never know. Oh, there's a rare here. Okay, let's put a mark on him. Fire and ignite. Fine. So I'm used to having my fingers on. So we're playing a lot of. Been playing a lot of Path of Exile. No, not Path of Exile 2. I have been playing Path of Exile 2. Been playing a lot of Titan Quest 2. I'm absolutely loving the game. But I'm used to WSD movement, so it feels a bit weird not having WSD movement. I should be going back to stream Path of Exile 2 actually. Hopefully by the time this video comes out, I would have done another stream on this. There you go, and there's Captain Fairgraves. So I have to find the Chittis Plum, which I believe is in the gardens. Yes, in the gardens, good. So we can make our way back to the Gemling Queen. She's got something to hand to her. We've got some ribbons to hand to her. You hear me go quiet for a second, just making sure I'm off. I've always got RuneScape in the background, so I just click on my stuff on there. So we currently have strength and a bit of dexterity. I think dexterity is the way forward.
The cockroaches will come again. I like you. A dash of that.
And yes, we'll take that.
Believe me, not a cockroach.
So we can use that to burn. All elemental resistances plus evasion. Do lose out on a lot of strength here. However, that's not too much of a hit. Keep hold of that just in case. So now we've got that an item which allows us to go under here. I don't know whether we have to go through this way, because I think you can just go across the bridge. Oh no, fiery dust. We have to destroy this blockage. Fine. There we go. We can now make our way through and into the western part of the city of Sarn. Ebony Barracks. There we go. Okay, there is a mercenary down here. Let's see if you've got anything good for us. You are the Ripper. Do you have anything good for us? Fire resistance? No. No, I don't really have anything for us. You can exile them, so you don't get that type of mercenary anymore. but nah, I can't be bothered. I'm sure I'll be fine. So this round here should be the entrance to, because this map is normally the same each time you play it. This way should take us to the previous map. Not previous map, should take us to the bridge. Yep, there we go. No, that takes us to the gardens. Ooh, so that's useful to go through. We find the waypoint in the gardens and we can come back here. Or we could go find the plum now. Because the gardens is where we do have to go to finish this act. So we at least want to find the waypoint to speed this up later. And if we find the plum, we find the plum. If you don't, never mind. Drop as many of these down as you can. What areas? So this level 30 areas, we should be fine here. Do you want to increase the damage of my poison? So what damage this does fire? It does loads of fire damage for some reason. Not sure why my toxic rain does loads of fire damage, but I'm not complaining. There you go, there's a level up. So we can now put a point into. So we've now got this. 15% chance to gain more life on hit. There we go, it's very useful. Now we have this recovery mastery, which we need another skill point for. I think we wanted this as well. This leech here, although we don't have leech at the moment. And I think there's some damage over time multiplier for ailments from critical strikes. I think that's quite useful. Although we don't actually have damage over time mastery, this is useful. Because we do have some damage over time. Evasion, this is a very useful node as well, because it's evasion. We don't have energy shield. So I think we're going to at least grab this. And then damage over time, skill duration is useful. Movement, dexterity, physical damage, chaos damage, that's useful as well. So it might be good for us to grab this, make our way up to here, make our way across here. I think that's the game plan. And then obviously blood drink is obviously useful as well. So any of these are good. So let's scroll back down. So 3% chance to recover all life when you kill an enemy. Recoup life instead occurs every natural 3 seconds. Consume a nearby corpse to recover 10%. Nearby enemies have a 3% reduced. Nope. I think rejuvenate 50 life per second is very useful. So we'll probably grab that as well next. And main reason why doing these quests, I can't remember what ones give us more passive points. So that's the main reason why I want to do all these quests, just to try and get as many passive skill points as possible. There is a library in this area, so we'll probably do the library as well. So looking at the time, I'd like to try and get maybe all the way through Act 4 today. Or at least beat the boss at the end of Act 4. I say Act 4, I mean Act 3. Because we are on Act 3, not Act 4. Getting all the way through Act 4 today, that'd be a very long video. And I want to farm a lot in Act 4. Because piety is going to be a bit of a pain. Right, I can burn all these down. Okay, there is a mob there. Try and take you out. And down you go. Awesome. Scroll of Wisdom. We'll take any form of scroll. And don't really want to attack every mob in here. Okay, there is a quest up here. What's this quest? Oh, this is the plum. Okay, we don't want to be stood in all that damage. This Conqueror Worm is what defends the plum. And down he goes. Perfect. Just like that. That's that quest ready to hand in. Still looking for the waypoint here. So when we will be coming back here later. So when we come here later, I think we'll probably change. So obviously the map resets after a while. Okay, there is a blade caster. Do you have anything good for us? Not really. Got another rare here as well. Extra life but precision, that's fine. Take him down quickly. Okay, he's disappeared. Where did he go? No, he's still there. He's burrowed. He's burrowed again. That's the word. Amazing. Grab another magical item. Okay, so this is a ascendancy trial. Nice. This should be the last one.
An emperor must know.
There we go. So we've done our ascendancy trial. Well, we are ready to do our ascendancy trial now. That's great. We might do everything up. So look on the map again. So we'll probably do the gardens, which we're in now. Finish the gardens off. We'll find the waypoint. We do this library. We'll then go into the moon temple. Don't think it's called the moon temple, but it's the opposite of Solaris. So it's got to be the moon. Then we might do our ascendancy trial, leaving the end of the act until next week. I think that's probably going to be the play. Okay, let's help Cassia here.
Oh, go on. 9
items. No, I don't want to not in anything. Let's start the pump. See where we need to defend.
Entropy claims all.
Okay, looks like we have to all defend all the way down here. That's fine. Let's build ourselves. We want to get a seismic tower. Where are you? Seismic tower. I'm just going to upgrade this. That's all we've got. Okay. Let's give ourselves a chill tower here. Perfect. Now we just have to hold this line.
It's branching exile.
Okay, they've got one behind us that just opened. That's not ideal. That's fine. Put another chill one here.
Let's see what this tower can really do.
And we can just hold it here. I'm glad that she shouted at me saying it was branching, because I would have probably missed it. But we're going to try and drop his... Oh, bugger. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, we lost a lot of health there. That was close. Right, note to self. Don't stand on top of one of these portals, because they can all hit you at once. I'm not sure what saved me there, because it wasn't my quick reactions, that's for sure.
Entropy claims all.
Something is firing at me, but it should be fine. Just hold down this. There we go. Skill gems leveled up. Now we could probably level some of these up. Okay, on down you go. We can probably tank these. I hope we can tank these. Perfect. There we go. I might as well open these while we go now. Okay, is there any more mobs? Okay, all the mobs are down. Perfect. Open all of these. An axe. Perfect.
That would only slow me down.
Okay, bone bow. You may not be very good. And I could definitely make room for everything, but don't really see the point at the moment. You want to grab all this money. Perfect. Right, let's keep going. So we're looking for the waypoint still. I do like doing those. I know I can anoint a weapon or an item. No, I'm not really too fussed about that. This is still on my screen though. Do I need to talk to her again?
Hello.
No, I don't. What if I anoint this? Item cannot be anointed. Anoint this. Okay, can I put something in here? Okay, I'm not really sure how to anoint, to be honest. That's fine. I'm sure I'll figure out. Oh, a lightning trap. That could be interesting. I think we picked that before. I don't know why it's on the floor there. We won't be using lightning trap because it uses intelligence. Doesn't really suit what we're going for here. Right, here's the way to the library, which means we ran past the waypoint. We'll quickly run around and find the waypoint. We'll see in a second. And we're back in the library. Just quickly cleared out my inventory as well. So we're in the library because normally this place actually gives you, if you play this not on Ruthless, there is a quest this can give you. Do anything good? Ooh, Orb of Chance could be decent. Normal, because I have a normal item. There's a normal item just there, so that could be very good to take from him. We'll take that. Obviously, a bit worried about him, to be quite honest, but we should be okay. There we go, Orb of Chance, thank you very much. We can use this now on... Okay, that's equipped, so I can't use it at the moment. Okay, a little bit, I guess a little bit of health regeneration is better than none. Right, let's make our way through here. Yeah, so I was saying, if you do this on... not on Ruthless, you'll have a... The quest reward is a load of really good support gems. I can't recall what you get if you... I'm just going to leave all the blues now on the item, or the magic items. I can't recall what you get if you complete this on Ruthless, so I know you don't get support gems. I've done this once, I can't remember off the top of my head. So that can be there, get rid of you. Get rid of you. This is any good? Armor. I lose a load of evasion. No, it's not very good. I keep it to sell. Okay, loads of corpses explosion around me. Not really sure why.
Claims all.
And they just keep running away through here. Big boy here. Let's use that. What damage does this do? That does a lot of single target damage apparently. There, it goes down. Perfect. There is a waypoint, and there is a rare mob up here as well. Now he's down already. Perfect. Okay, one more level here. So let's put this on to regenerate 50 life per second. Then we can make our way to this one. Apply changes. Here is the guy we need to speak to.
Please, in more.
So he wants us to find 4 golden pages. These pages are on this floor, I believe, or they're all within the library. So you have to run around and hope to find them. Let's try and... So I gained 50 extra HP a second, which should be quite huge. It should make me extremely survivable. So I gain about 8% of my HP every second, which is good. I'll hover over here. Does it tell me how much I gain? No, it doesn't. Okay. And oh, there's big Tyrannosaurus Maximus. Good name. There we go. Down he goes. And we just keep looking out for those gold pieces. Gold pages, I should say, not pieces. It's not a bad place to farm, to be honest. Gained about... Haven't even finished the map yet, and we've gained probably about just shy of half health, half experience, half a level. I can get my words out, would be perfect. Speed is through here. Let's just keep running.
Die as you were meant to.
Okay, let's just keep dropping all of our Toxic Rain. I think a Life Flask would be useful because it's probably better than one of these. Yeah, slightly better than that. That's fine. I'll keep this to sell. Not really sure how good they will be to sell, but that's fine. Okay, it's not in here. Armor scrap. Let's put that into our body armor. Yet to find any of these golden pages yet. Just keep running through. And no, not this. Maybe this way. Dire stink came from this way. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's this way. We will probably jump back in once we've done all this quest, because it's a lot more of just us hunting around this library. So we jump back in once we've got all the 4 pages, and we'll see what reward we get. And here we are. So it looked like you had to go into a lower map, the actual archives, to look for the map, the pieces of the pages. So here we go. Let's hand this in. So we get this. We get this, and we purchase items. So we get to decide what type of skill gem we want. I don't think these are definitely not support gems. So we have to actually have a look to see if there's any we want. I think probably the only ones we want would be these golems. And I don't think we have enough. If I go over here, I don't think we have enough for any of the golems, to be perfectly honest. So we can type in golem here. So there's 2 down there. There's 1 there, and then there's 3 down here. So we need 35 intelligence for that. What do we need for these ones? Because chaos would be ideal. Lightning golem, chaos golem, 79. So that's okay. We might have to get this one. And I think golem is the best choice. I have done a ruthless before, and I think golem is the best choice because it just gives you another enemy another mob for the enemy to hit. With that in mind, we can now go back to the docks and hand in this other item to Fairgraves. There we go. So he can give us a ring. Minions, max mana, max life. Let's go for max life here.
Oh my.
See if this has anything decent for us. So you did find this on the floor. So that gives 11 to all attributes, fire resistance, max life, mana regen. Would that give us enough? Would give us enough to be able to use this. And then that means we can then have a ice golem out. I believe this is permanent. Cooldown, cast time. Yeah, okay, he's permanent. He grants me crit strikes, which is always useful. Keep hold of this one because the elemental resistance is quite nice. And we also got this, which is not very good for us. Right, let's continue on. So we can now make our way to the Ebony Barracks. Make our way to the temple that's over this side. I think that's it for quests. I'll look up here. Labyrinth and sever the right hand. Yeah, okay, we want to make our way up here, which is fine. And then we'll just clear this place out, do the labyrinth, and then we'll end today's episode. You can see that because the amount of enemies we kill him, we're getting a fair bit of health regen, so I'm not too worried about that. So we click the freezing shrine, this would be useful.
I'm not up to that just yet.
And if you head up to the northwest like we are here, there's some mobs there. Fine, don't care too much about them, because there will be a unique mob here. There he is. General Gravicus. So we want to take him out and all of his bodyguards. If I can use my right click ability a little bit, my flame arrow does a lot of damage. There we go. So he doesn't really like us too much here, which is completely understandable because we are kind of ruining his day. Let's use that and keep our mark on him as much as we can. And just like that, Orb of Regret grants a passive refund point. That's quite useful.
Without men like you, Gravicius, this land might just start healing itself.
Okay, so once let's go back to the Sarn encampment. We're not going to go back there just yet, because we're going to continue making our way to the northwest here. You see there's lots of these ribbons. So Solaris Temple has these ribbons defending it. This just have these kind of legionaries. Okay, it's not this way. There is a method to my madness. Hopefully my Exile doesn't die here. Okay, Exile's got quite low on health there. He is only level 26. Hopefully we can find another one so we can recruit them. No, this area is level 29, so he is being over-leveled or out-leveled. Okay. Lunaris. So you've got Solaris, you've got the Lunaris barracks or temple. So we're going to make our way through here. And hopefully at the end of this, Reanimator, this is who we're looking for. This is level 29, so a little bit more, well, slightly higher level. Okay, yeah, let's hire them. And we'll replace the one we've got, we'll replace you, and we'll dismiss you. Okay.
Ready to die.
We definitely want to reanimate if we can. Ouch, took a bit of damage there. There we go, so we've got the new level 29 Reanimator.
Joining you for now.
Just as I was talking about Reanimator, we obviously get one. That's really useful. So let's make our way through this cave. Well, not cave, it's a temple. Okay, this Grand Inquisitor here. Let's try and take this guy out. Okay, he wasn't too tough. Let's grab his money and let's keep running through. Oh, more mobs. This should level us up in a second. And normally you go to one of the side rooms here. And you get to the main room. Then side room again. There you go. Cole. Cole's a big boy. Reminds me a lot of, is it Brutus from Act 1? I think he's got all of the same moves as Brutus. You just have to be a bit careful with him. There we go, down he goes. There's a superior there. And this should...
I'm not up to that
you normally
yet.
find coal before you get to the stairs to the next map. Or not, I could be wrong. There's a level at least. So let's go on to here. Let's get ourselves... Life leech, not... No, I don't really need life leech that much. Damage over time from critical strikes. That's useful. No, we continue making our way up here. So we'll grab this one next. And just keep bonking all these down. Nice and easy. So I don't know what ascendancy we're going to go for either. No idea. I don't remember the ranges ascendancies. You can tell I'm not very much of a Path of Exile player because I just don't know. Let's pop back to the Sun Encampment. See what this quest will give us. Okay, we've got two here. What have you got for us? Ooh. Wild Strike. I think Storm Rain might be the only decent one here. Artillery. I guess we can go for Artillery Ballista. And that's going to go straight into the bank. Probably never use it. Grigor, what have you got for us? Okay, nothing. Okay, that's fine.
Need some help.
We're going to quickly sell our items. I don't think there's anything of use here. And that should do.
Bye.
So we want to go back to, let's put a Colossus Flask in there. Then we want to go back to the temple we just came from. Perfect. And I can't remember if there's a boss at the very end of the Lunaris temple. Okay, Piety's down here. Okay, there will be a boss then.
So much to answer for.
So we have to go run down here and find Piety. Piety will become the bane of our lives. So there's a chance that we, at the end of the next act, that she may, or she does come back. Sorry if that's a spoiler for you, but Piety is very strong. In the next act, end of the next act, she's killed many of my hardcores. Hopefully this won't be one of them. We are very strong. But obviously hope is not always the best thing. I should just make myself stronger. Let's go this way. So we'll probably jump in when you find Piety. Because this place is very much of the same mobs over and over. Not really that difficult. And we made our way away through the temple. So here we are against Piety. We fought Piety a few times so far. So this is just going to be another attempt to try and take her out for good. So definitely want to take on any mobs that she spawns. And be careful because she did just take off half her health on one hit. Oh, okay. I've actually honestly thought I still had WSD movement there. So I tried to move and just did all of her damage. And there we go, just keep throwing as much damage down as possible. I'm not sure where she is at the moment. Is that her there? No, that's just a portal. Is that her there? That is her there, perfect. And just going to keep trying to do as much damage as possible. Take out all these portals as well, because they will allow me to... Oh, there she is. Second, I didn't actually realise that's what she looked like. She somehow got big. Okay, do not want to be directly on top of her. Definitely don't want to be in line of that big attack either. There you go. There she goes. She did drop a death bow, which we might be able to use. But that is her dealt with. Right, so that is a lot of physical damage. I do lose out on a fair bit of elemental damage. However, it could be good. If I can get an upgrade to this, we'll hold on to this. Because that is a lot of physical damage. Right, so now we can head back to the Sun Encampment. If I press L, I can teleport back. Maybe I can't teleport back. It's this one. Completely forgot what the TP button was. It's got a few people to talk to here. Awesome. Pieties. The guy's quite, I like that guy's voice.
Wherever he see
and
you.
then Grigor, what have you got for us? There we go. We've got some more passive skill points. How many did we get? We only got a single one, that's fine. Okay, damage over time multiplier, perfect. So we want to grab that. We're almost there. So now Piety's down. Let us put you into here. Let's see if we've got anything decent in any of these. So we've got magic item. Is that... Oh, I think this is a magical item. So we can probably use this with a new modifier. Okay, that's... Okay, can't do that on that then. That's fine. Let's improve this weapon. There we go. That'll do for now. Let's improve our armor. because I'm not actually... I'm a bit worried about the labyrinth, to be fair. You can go back in here for the time being. Can't use anything else on it for the now. There we go. Right, let's make our way into the Ascendancy Trial. And fingers crossed we survive.
Stand before the gates of the Lord's labyrinth. The just goddess.
Let's just get rid of all this. Everyone's talking. It's a bit annoying. Level 33, we can take that because we are level 36. We should be able to survive this. I'm expecting to probably level out of this as well. See how tough these enemies are. Okay, they're not too bad. They're not quick either, so we should be... At least these mobs aren't too quick. I do like this monstrosity we have following us. It's pretty cool. Right, so if you don't know how Ascendancy Trials work, it's essentially like a roguelike that you'd normally... Well, other roguelike games you normally play. You just make your way through. You have to do any challenges that appear. There's different random rewards. There's like keys you can unlock to unlock better rewards, and you just make your way through all of the maps. And at the very end, there's a difficulty. There's a tough map you can fight at the very end, which has a boss.
Beauty will grow from your remains.
So that heart of the gargoyle. Next gargoyle you hit will be killed instantly. Oh, that's pretty cool. Not sure what the gargoyles are, but thank you for that. Right, we can break through this wall here. You can just... I mainly walk around by checking the minimap, so I can just keep an eye on what's going on. Chromatic orb. So on the minimap I could see there was a door there, or at least a room behind it, so I knew I could damage something. Not actually sure it's keeping me alive when I get to low health. It must be a skill I've got somewhere. Ooh, faster support casting. That... annoyingly can't be used on most of my stuff. That can be used on Poacher's Mark and Summon Ice Golem. Neither of them need to be any quicker, so I'm going to just not use that for the time being. However, I could actually just move you there and just use you on... It's the wrong one. Move you to there. Just going to let everyone do a load of fighting around me. There you go. Faster Golem. May mean that the golem attacks faster, I'm not too sure. Anything to increase the damage would be good, if it does that at all. And here we go, here's the next map. So you can see the current locations. The next map, we go directly across, horizontally. So there's one map into one map. Sometimes you get one map into two, or one map into three. You can very much... make your own path as you make your way through here. So if you click here, this is going to be a mini boss. So Izaro, you fight him multiple times in the Ascendancy Trial. I think you fight him 3 times in total. He adds different mechanics. The first mechanic will be these gargoyles. So you can see I killed that gargoyle instantly because I picked up that item earlier. He's being buffed up by this gargoyle over here. So I need to make sure I destroy this. Just like so. There we go. This gargoyle over here is siphoning power from him. So I'm going to kill this gargoyle as soon as possible. There you go. This gargoyle's down.
Must be avenged to determination.
And ouch, that did a fair bit of damage. There you go. So he's got a lot of these little summons that keep spawning. I'll take them out as soon as they spawn. So you're not going to kill him all the way. You want to get him to about a third of his health. Then he'll run away. I believe. There we go. So he's run away. So we'll have to come back and fight him again.
The emperor who sits alone on his throne.
So that's that over. Right, next one. Now into the Basilica Halls. You can check the current locations. This now ventures off into 2 different directions. When we get to the end of this map, I think we can see where the 2 directions take us, or when you find one of the exits. And we can decide where we want to go, if we want to go any random direction. Normally I don't bother going in any direction, I just keep pushing forward. You can get some good items from this, but I don't tend to bother. A little bit more extra damage, yes please. So what's this now? And yeah, 77 chaos damage per second. It's not bad. I'm only kind of doing that chaos node for the resistances, to be honest. Resistances are king in this, because at the moment our resistances are go to defense. Resistances fire is nearly max, cold's okay, lightning is a bit poor, but our chaos at the moment is 0. We want to buff up that chaos resistance as much as possible. There we go. So you can keep bonking. Oh, I didn't mean to click that, that's fine. You can see that we are getting a fair bit of experience from this as well. So this isn't a bad place to try and grind to level up, because you can just reset the trials. There we go, there is Toxic Rain leveled up as well. And down goes Mr Rothmers. Perfect. And dodge that. Perfect. Like a boss. Just kind of jump up here. Okay, or not. So this guy's immune to crits, that's fine. And he's down. So these traps do obviously hurt the enemy as well. They do a lot of damage, so you want to try and avoid them if you can. Another rare, it's fine. I think at this rate we could very well get out of there, get out of there. Hoo-hoo. That lightning storm is absolutely brutal. I needed to kind of stop. There he goes down. We almost died there to a bloody lightning storm. But we didn't. It's all good. Gains random charges. I don't think that's an issue. And he is down. He may gain random charges. Doesn't mean he's going to use them. Okay. Nope. He stood directly on top of that one. That's a bit bad. And let's just keep trying to make our way through here. I don't mind that a few gold was dropped back down there. Okay, halfway to the next level. Just shy? Yeah, just shy. Okay, there is a door here. Let's check this way. I know that's the exit just up there. Let's see if there's anything good through here. There's a portal scroll. Okay, I could have just gone that way around. Would have just avoided all those traps and avoided almost dying. That's pretty fine. That's part of the fun. Right, let's see. Current location, where we're going to go to. This way will take us to this blank one here. Which is completely fine by me. I'll definitely take any... If I take a side path, I don't mind. If I don't take a side path, I don't mind. Okay, I thought there was an enemy for a second there. There we go. So that's now blocked in there. Okay, it's not blocked in there. It's a shame. Let's do that. Got a bit of wiggle room now. And everything's very quickly dying. That's fine. We've got rare in here. Extra life. I think there's a rare over here as well. And that decay teeth is down. Perfect. Should brush his teeth more. And there's no rare here. Just a necromancer. That's fine. Just avoid all these. Oh, lots of mobs in here. And another rare. Okay, let's see if I can just drop as many of these down as well. Toxic Rains. They seem to be it's quite good AoE, which I don't mind spamming. Yes, what consume you all? Grab all the gold. Grab this gold. And try and avoid all this damage if I can. Okay, a rare item that we could very well use just dropped. Okay, I just stood in some damage there. There's a lot of damage. This, are you any good? Not particularly. No, not. I do get a lot of life from it, but all the other bonuses are a bit meh. Oh, there's a poem there. If you want to listen to the poem, I'm sure that'll be available somewhere else. I'm not too fussed about poems. Alright, let's kind of stand out of the way here. And just pew pew the Grim Slicer from afar. Perfect, there we go. Did get Royal Bow just dropped. Okay, that's not very good. Okay, that is the next map. Let's see if this takes us anywhere. Okay, load of gold there. Probably won't. Okay, we won't search any further. Let's just get out of here. Move on to the next map. Current locations. We're moving on to the boss fight. And do you have anything to put in? No, we have nothing to get rid of. So each boss fight has different mechanics. This one doesn't have the gargoyles. It has something different now. So we'll find out when it loads in. I can't remember what they were. Okay, these guys. Okay, these guys will randomly wake up mid-fight. She need to, or they'll. She need to try and take them out as we go. Okay, try and keep away from him. Just keep hitting these storm idols when I can, or any of the idols, to be honest. As long as they're not pop idols. Ouch. Big damage. Do tend to find that these fights tend to be quite manic. Take out the flame idol. Try and do some damage on him. And then move again. Right.
Receive your sentence.
Got to be really careful because he does do an attack that, when he hits the ground, is a lot of damage. Right. He's doing a lot of... There you go. That's the attack I definitely want to miss.
I'm not up to that just
Definitely want
yet.
to get out of that one as well. Okay. So you've got him past half health. Get rid of his flame idol. He's going to charge at me. Or not. Now he's going to charge at me. Okay, see if we can keep trying to take on... So that one there, that one on the left has my... Oh, they... Okay, we can just keep attacking them, because they will just cast a load of spells. As long as I avoid the spells, we should be okay. Now he's out of here. I think the last time we fight him, he'll have all of them on. Should be a bit of a pain. Right. There's a chest there. We can't see where we are on the map, so we'll just keep making our way through. We'll just jump in when we get to the end of this labyrinth, because I think we've got like 1, maybe 2 more floors to go. We'll put our skill point onto this one here, wasting. We'll see you shortly. Here we are. Let's take on the final fight. This will end today's episode, as long as we win. And if we don't win, I'm sure they'll be ending today's episode. So, these idols up here, they'll do their thing. I don't think we can attack them.
To command is to act.
No, we can't attack them, so it's just attacking him. There's a load of spawns on the way. He also has these traps on the floor. So we just need to just try and keep moving. We'll allow the idols to do the damage it does. These traps should start... Okay, I was hoping to get away from that attack, but that's fine. At least my summoner guy can focus on the boss rather than attacking the idols this time. There you go, he's going to charge at me. There you go, dodge that. Kind of keep out of all damage if I can. I don't mind him doing that ghost attack. That one there. This is the one I care about. As long as I'm out of that, I don't really care. And here we go. Down he goes. That is a GG and a life flask there as well. And we don't want anything else. We've got a treasure key. Let's now make our way to the final room. Is this any good? Ooh, immunity to corrupted blood. We do need that. I would explain. Don't we need that? We do need corrupted blood. This is potentially an upgrade. That is definitely an upgrade. I lose out on some life regeneration, a lot of life regeneration. So it's not that much of an upgrade. That's fine. Ascendancy chamber. You can click up here. Transform a skill gem to be transfigured into a
Receive our blessings, embrace our gifts, and rise ascendant. For this is the ending that we all deserve.
So you've got these. Reign of Saturation. Fires, sequence land delayed. So I'm not sure what one's the best here. However, increase your melee. No, that's melee. That is not good for us. So we go for this one. And we can put that back on here. So that's W. That could be quite good. That could be really good. But hey, we'd have to respec if we want to use it. We can open one of these. Oil cloak, that's good. We don't have enough keys to do any others, however. Jewelers, no, don't need that for anything. Oily cloak is not what we need. And we have no other loot we can look for. So we've got 3 paths here. We have a look at Warden here. So Warden, a sacred duty and ancestral promise, deliver the fury of the wilds and tear evil asunder. So it looks like that is evasion, bark skin, not sure what bark skin is. If I hold down out, it doesn't tell me. Okay, suppression. Okay, that may not be the one. Let's have a look at Pathfinder. Utility flasks. Pathfinder seems to be all about survivability. It's probably not for us. Here, so we've got Ricochet, Endless Munitions, which would be very good for us. What's this Mirage Hunter? Mirage Archer. How do we get a Mirage Archer? And I think it's going to have to be this. So we're going to go for this one, Deadeye. I think we don't need that one. Far Shot. So we want Endless Munitions. 2 extra projectiles would be huge. So we go for this one. And we ascend into this. And we have, how many points? We have 2 ascendancy points. So we can get ourselves. So we can projectiles gain damage, further they travel. Right, so that's not bad, but I think it's probably worth going for... I don't know what a Mirage Archer is, but I want this. So what's the easiest way to get there? I think this is probably the easiest way to get there. Go for projectile damage and range. There we go, that'll do for now. Because we don't have a new skill of Mirage Archer, that's fine. Awesome, so that will end today's episode. Let's return back to town. We are now a Pathfinder, which is pretty cool. And I can clear out our inventory. We've obviously got this new helmet here, which is pretty good. So you've made it this far. Thank you much for watching. We'll continue on this series next week as we make our way through Act 3. Hopefully we can finish this act next week. There's no reason why we can't finish it, because we go up in the tower here. The tower will be quite tough. But hey, I'm sure it'll be okay. So you made it far. Once again, thank you very much for watching. We've got a couple of links down in the description down below. One is to Mrs Rothmers' YouTube channel called One Nerd to Rule Them All, which is all about
Be careful.
fantasy lore, whether it's Lord of the Rings, some Game of Thrones, some Warhammer. She covers a bit of everything. That's already upgraded, fine. It covers a bit of everything. Have a look at that. We also have a joint YouTube channel called Nerdy Miniatures, which is all about the Warhammer tabletop game. So we are currently building, painting and collecting a load of different war cries, Age of Sigmar. We've got our first kill team. We're also doing some boards for some armies on parade, so we enter in some competitions. So if you like that type of stuff, have a look over there. Then finally, I've got a Discord down below in the description if you want to join the community Discord. Small community, slow to grow, and you're warm welcome. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and we'll see you next week. Peace out.